Today we're going to do another little fix. This is going to be easy. But then again, they all seem easy at the beginning, right? I tested my home alarm system a few weeks ago, and one of the things I did is I went around when it was set off and it was all the sirens were going off and it was loud. I went around and just made sure that all the sirens were working so that sound was coming from all of them. And in doing so, I found out that one of them wasn't making any noise. So one of them needs to be fixed. So I'm just going to show you it. I'm going to run a little test to it. I'm going to show you how to diagnose it. And then if it needs to be replaced, we'll replace it. It should be an easy job. So the siren that's bad was actually down here in the basement workshop. So this is where I do a lot of my work. So it's actually up there. So it's a bunch of stuff mounted all over the place here. There's a keypad. There's a speaker up there for the stereo system. To the left is a motion detector, which the light just came on just because I'm walking by. But this is it. This is the siren. So put a step ladder here so I can get up to it. So this is what it looks like. I'm just going to show you. It's actually pretty simple to open it up. It's just like clipped up here at the top. So you just kind of push down right there, and you'll kind of release it, and it just hinges open like that. So it opens up and you can get to the inside of it. It's amazing such a small little thing can make so much noise, but it can. So anyway, how it's wired is right there at that little terminal block. So you see the black and red wires? Those are the wires coming from the alarm system. So the first thing we're going to do is disconnect those, and we're just going to power this siren with a little 12-volt DC power supply and see if it works. Okay, I did want to show you this. So the specifications for this particular siren, like I was saying, is 12-volt DC and 500 milliamps. Okay, so that's what it takes to work. So I dug through my box full of transformers, wall transformers. So you see where it says output 12 volt. That little symbol there means DC, a straight line with dotted lines under it. AC is like a squiggly line to indicate the sine wave. 1250 milliamps, and that's just to show that this power supply is more than adequate to supply the electrical current needed for that siren. So this is just an old one. Who knows what it came off of? It doesn't really matter. And then I've just got the ends stripped back like this. So all I'm going to do is use a little screwdriver. Before I put power into this thing, I want to disconnect the wires here that are connected to the alarm system, because feeding that 12 volts back through those wires could damage something on the alarm panel. So I've just got our transformer plugged in there to a power strip. It's plugged into the wall. It's turned off. So the first thing I'm going to do, I've put my voltmeter here in DC volts. Again, this is just 12 volts DC, so it's not going to shock you. Okay, so in doing so, I've done two things right now. One, I've made sure this transformer is any good, and I've also guessed at the polarity, and I got it right. So, because it's not showing a negative value there. So now I know that the wire with the text on it is negative for this particular transformer. I'll just turn it back off for the moment, and then wire this thing in here. Okay, so I've hit the button, and I don't know if the camera can hear this sound or not, but so this thing is definitely bad. So we've tested it and proven that. So then I'm just going to show you how to install the next one. Okay, here's the new one I got. It's a Honeywell Wave 2 two-tone siren. It's the exact same thing, so it should be a drop-in replacement. See, you can see it looks exactly like it. Connections are the same on the inside. So as as a little experiment, what we're going to do is we're going to hook up this same power supply to this siren. And we're going to test the new siren before we put it in. So what I've done is I've taken the new siren, I haven't mounted it yet, but I hooked up our transformer to it just the way we're going to do. And just really quickly, I'm gonna hit it for a second. I expect it to be loud, so I'm just gonna leave it on for an instant. Okay, so I'm sure you heard that. That was this siren going off. If you want to hear it again. Okay, so it definitely works. So now that we also in testing the new one, we also demonstrated that our test method was good. So if I had hooked up using the same test procedure to the new one and it didn't sound, it may have been a clue either that it could have been the new one was also defective, which does happen and may need to be repaired or returned rather, but it also would be a clue that maybe I didn't test it properly. So the back of this thing has got a little path that you wrap the wires up through. Okay, so that was it for that. I actually, later on, next time I test the alarm system, I'll come down here and make sure this siren is sounding off correctly. But I tested it, so I'm pretty sure it is. It's 2 wires. So this project's done, so another easy one down. See you later.